What up? How you doing, everyone? This is Avery. How are you? For those of you who are new, this is MKJTV, and it actually stands for My Korean Journal TV. And so basically, I decided that rather than writing a regular long blog, keep posting notes on Facebook, I decided that I would actually do a video blog here on YouTube, which is what you're watching. So welcome to MKJ TV. In the background, you're listening to Jason Mraz, and this one is called Make It Mine. And every week I would like to feature a different artist. So if you have any suggestions about your favorite song or whoever you want to play in the background, let me know. Send me an email, thinkonekingdom@gmail.com, or you can send me a post here on YouTube, and I will gladly play it. If it's good, I'll play it. Also, you can send me topic requests or questions, and I'll be sure to answer them. This nifty little piece of paper right here is going to be my notes, mainly because I don't want to keep recording and having like part 2, part 3, part 4, unless it's absolutely necessary. And so every week I want to kind of stay within my 10-minute time window. And for those of you who know me personally, you know I can just talk again. So I just really want to make sure I stay within that time window. So anywho, I don't know what I want to do with my hair, which is why I keep playing with it. So I think I'm gonna leave it here, chilling. So basically, it's Easter week, yay! And since last week, so many awesome things have happened. As I told you on the last post, I actually joined a church, and didn't join because they don't really have join here. Like if you come consistently, then you go to the church. So I didn't take like the right hand of fellowship, but I did decide that that's where I wanted to be, and that's where I wanted to get fed. So that's good. The word was awesome, and the worship was a great experience. So it's Easter Sunday, so I'm really excited to see what kind of what's gonna be going on with like the choir and the live orchestra. Like I'm just expecting like angels to drop out of the sky and say, "What's up? Let's have service." I'm prepared for anything. So I'll definitely update you guys about that. But Easter here in Korea has been very different. First of all, I have a really funny story, or at least I laughed. I hope you laughed as well. Okay, I'm checking my time. So I'm in class, I'm teaching, and I hear Avatar teacher, take your hair down. I'm right there, I was like, what? Like, teacher, we don't like your hair. No hump, no hump, too high, make it flat again. We like it flat. And I was like, really? Now on the inside, I was like, oh my God. You can't tell, but I got my hump going on today. And my kids apparently didn't like the hump. And I was like, you don't like teacher's hump? Of course my feelings were hurt, but they're kids, so I try to, play it off. I didn't let them see my weak side. So I was like, really, you don't like teacher's hump? And they said, no, teacher, make it flat. So it got kind of quiet, and then they busted out laughing. Manjana, which means Liar's Day. So it's April Fool's Day here in Korea, and so they call it Liar's Day though. And so I explained how in the States we call it April Fool's Day. So they really got me on that one. So that's a cute little story. The Manjana, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, so Easter has been really interesting here in Korea because not a lot of people call it Easter. It's like Holy Week. That's it, just a Holy Week. And so on the way to work, churches are open pretty much 24 hours this week, and so people are just praying, and they have their microphones, and they're praying out in the streets, and they're going and they're praying in tongues, and it's just been really interesting to see how people acknowledge the Holy Week. But what I'm really excited about is Sunday here every year. All the churches in the city I live in, which is Ulsan, they all get together, Presbyterian, whatever. All of the denominations, if you're a believer, if you believe in Easter, then they get together and they attend, you can't see it, but through that window is a very huge sports complex, and it's got a soccer field. And on the soccer fields, within the soccer stadium rather, all the churches are going to gather and have one giant worship service, which That's going to be so awesome. And I was thinking to myself, wow, would people in the States ever be able to get beyond their color, get beyond their denomination, get beyond who believes what and whether you have a doily on your head or not? And, you know, Sunday is still the most segregated day of the week. You know, black people head in that direction, white people head in that direction, and that's Sunday. So I'm really excited to experience like the big Easter celebration, and I'll definitely let you all know about that. But in the spirit of Easter, and the pattern I'd like to go with for my show is to introduce a new song, tell you something funny, tell you what I've learned, tell you what I like, what I don't like, and to leave a little bit of something for you to think about. So with it being Easter, really kind of what's good with Easter, like what's the big whoop? If you're a non-believer, it's like, so what? There's Easter, so what? And if you're a new believer, it still might be like, you know, it's just something we do on Sunday, or, you know, what's going on? Well, as a believer, there are 3 things that you should think about and essentially understand the work of the cross. You should have Easter every day, because Easter's not about him dying. It's about the promise that he gave when he rose. The promise was we have Holy Spirit within us. And so the 3 areas that you really want to honor the work of the cross, which is what Easter is about, and I encourage you to think on that during this week and, you know, even afterwards. What's the work of the cross in your life? Well, honor God with your thoughts, with your decisions, and with your conversations. I think a lot, so my mind runs a million miles a minute because I do a lot of things. And I have a lot of goals, and to get there I have to, you know, think about a lot of stuff. Well, not all of my thoughts are always pleasing to God, and I have to cast those things down and not think on them too long, because those thoughts will turn into action. And so I want to honor the work of the cross. And so I'm like, Holy Spirit, help me. Hey, you hear my thoughts. You know what I'm thinking. Help me bring that in, and I have to cast those things down. So I want to honor Holy Spirit. I want to honor the work of the cross with the things that I think, my thoughts. And with the things that I'm thinking, I have to pay attention to my friends. Who am I spending time around? Because your friends are your thoughts. They're constantly feeding you with information. So you really have to kind of pay attention to what you're feeding your brain. Because your brain obviously manifests what's in your heart, and out of your heart flow the issues of life. And so guard your heart, guard your thoughts, guard what you let people put in, and what you allow yourself to be put in. Also, honoring God with my conversation. So as you can see, I love to talk, and the problem with that is if I'm always talking, then I'm not listening, and I'm not assessing and consulting Holy Spirit, like, maybe I don't need to say that right now. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean you're cursing or anything like that. Maybe it's just timing. It's just out of the will of God's timing for either you or the person that you're talking to. So I consciously have to try and honor the work of the cross, which is the promise of Holy Spirit that will make sure that my conversations are edifying to both me and the person that I'm talking to. Lastly, honoring the work of the cross, which is what we celebrate on Easter, with my decisions. My decisions have got to be ones that honor God. I couldn't just say, I'm going to Korea. I had to honor God with that decision and say, when do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? God, send me to the right place with the right kids and the right time to build this mission school. And so everything that we do, our thoughts, our conversation, our decisions, they need to honor God. That is the work of the cross, allowing Holy Spirit to be in each and every area of your life. Your love life, your finances, your relationships with other people, your time management, all of that needs to honor God. And how do we honor God? We consult Holy Spirit with what we're supposed to do. So that's a little food for thought. Again, hit me up with your questions, with your comments, with your requests. If you have any songs, no, all the songs are not Christian. This song is not a Christian song. I am a Christian. However, I'm a believer, and I'm free enough to listen to secular music without going to hell. I don't do it all the time, but I do it, and I appreciate great music. I'm eclectic, what can I say? So anyway, till next time, you've been watching MKJTV. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week. Enjoy your Easter, and I will talk to you soon. God bless.